Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We're of course running the Sim Update 5.1 beta build, which nothing's changed with that. We still haven't received anything different with it, and yeah, so we're going to be just flying around a little bit today, and hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Monday to start off your week. So don't really have anything too, I don't know, in particular to really plan out. So far, everything that released on the marketplace on Friday, just, I don't know, nothing really standing out too much. There might still be one today, we'll see, but, as of this current moment, I don't think there's, we'll see if anything releases today that's exciting, or, a PlayStation 5 release, because of course on Friday the MH-60 Blackhawk helicopter released for the PlayStation 5 marketplace. So if you ended up picking that up, hopefully you're having a blast with it. And all that good stuff. Let's go to Arlanda. Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. Because I don't know. I just don't, what the heck? Oh, there we go. That was weird. I was like, what are we looking at here? Get these clouds out of here. The clouds should be off by default, if I'm going to be honest with you, but let's just see what's going on over here. Hello, Paul. Hello, hello. Silent, welcome as well. Hello, Toby. Hello, Finest. 5 months of enjoying the best content creator. I very much appreciate it, Finest. Glad you enjoy the content, and thank you very much for the continued support. I'm gonna fly around in the AN2. Also, no idea where the AAU4 update is for this plane, the ATRs, all that. But at this point, I'm not gonna really talk much about it anymore. There's no reason for me to talk about just the lack of communication. We know there's a lack of communication, and it seems like that'll always be the case. So it's just, there's just no reason for me to keep bringing it up, It's just, I've said it for years now, and it's just, there's no point in talking about it any further, It's just a tad bit frustrating, Okay. Yeah. Well, adding to the frustration. But in all seriousness, glad you guys enjoyed checking or watching the video of us checking out both the brand new helicopter that released on third-party marketplace stores for the PC, the Bo 105. What an awesome helicopter. That is definitely one I'm going to be picking up from the Xbox and PlayStation marketplace in the future, because that one, it's such a fun one. I flew it a lot over the weekend. And then, of course, glad you enjoyed checking out a new flight game called Dead Stick Bush Pilot Simulator. That was a really cool one. It was a lot more in-depth than I was expecting it to, which was great to see. Especially since Flight Sim 24 decided to ditch the bush trip-focused stuff going on that it used to have. I know that's still in the works, but who knows when that's actually going to release. But, yeah, it was a really cool one, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed that as well. The marketplace shows what might be coming soon when you check the marketplace while selecting a plane. Don't know what that means. Love supporting you even at this low amount. Thank you. I mean, it's not low at all, Finest. If it was a penny, I would still be very much appreciative of it. So thank you very much, Finest, for... I'm trying to... Where did my cursor go? There it is. But thank you, Finest. Very much appreciate it. Alright. Anyways, let's try this again and maybe this won't crash this time. Yeah, Blue. They didn't want me in Sweden for some reason. It's unbelievable. Is that a pink building? Oh, okay. It rendered in. I was about to say, I'm like, I know I'm seeing a pink, neon pink building over there. Oh, this thing doesn't start up properly. You know what? We'll go through the checklist, see if it works. Because I've never really done it, but quick start does not properly function on this aircraft. Oh, I don't even know why I'm looking at the 2020 plane, so there is no walk around features there. Alright. Flight controls are free and clear. Battery switch. It's already on for some reason. Okay, here, I'm going to turn those back on as well. I turned that off a long time ago for a video and never turned it back on. Flight interface, I guess? Yes. Of course, I do want the description. Yeah. Oh, it isn't. Oh, okay. Just in a very weird position compared to the rest of the knobs down there. Yep, there we go. Thank you. It's already on. Fuel shutoff valve. Open. Pneumatic valve. Open. Air pressure more than 0. Yes, it is. Parking brake is set. Fuel selector to both. Anti-fire system power. Already set to both. And enough fuel. Prop RPM, 100%. Mixture. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to find it, but it's probably all the way on the left. Yep, of course it's blue in this. Oh. Wow. I like how it's all... Okay. Mixture's rich. Pull mixture lever completely. Manual fuel pump. Oh, why did that go so fast all of a sudden? Magnetos both. Okay, hang on. Nah, I probably completely butchered it just because I was trying to bring this up a little bit, but I should have done it beforehand, so hang on. Nope. Maybe? Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a 2020 regression. Saw all that for no reason. That was fantastic. Excellent, excellent. Yes, let me just do this. Should have done that from the start, but you know, thought I'd try it out. Ford, I mean, I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know where we are in the lifespan of 24 at this point. To me, it would be frustrating if they would release a 2028 version. But the other side of it is, I wouldn't be surprised. I am not buying the Vulcan. Nope. But hopefully those of you that did buy the Vulcan have been enjoying it. And hello, Sash, welcome, and Valerio. Probably regarding the beta build, just because Sim Update 6 will be the first one to do it. I could be wrong, though. I'm not 100% sure. I guess the only way to really check is going to the Flight Sim store page, hitting the three... here, I can just kind of visually show it here. Just going to the store page. Oops, right there. View product. And then the three dots right here. And then seeing if you have a beta option there. But I would imagine probably not. It'll be something that'll happen with Sim Update 6's beta. Oh, shoot. Now I just... Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, crap. About to delete this stream. Now I just opened up the non-beta version of the sim. I think I've done that every time I show that. I need to stop showing it live, because it just ends up going so poorly. You know, Ephraim, I don't even want to think about it. Like, we just now finally got to the point where, now we're, I don't know. It's just... Asobo, I swear, please do not do a Flight Sim 2028. Let this one last a little bit longer. Oh, goodness. Because I don't even want to think about having to do the whole thing where it's just like, oh, well, now what planes carry over? You know, all the stuff that we dealt with 2020 over to 2024. I don't... Oh, that'd be such a pain again. I think they'd lose a lot of players on that one. Like, this one was kind of like, okay, you know, there is some new stuff coming with 24, but, you know, it's just... Yeah, honestly, I don't even want to think about it. This time, I'm just going to spawn on the runway so we can get up in the air and start flying. I shouldn't even have wasted time trying to go through the checklist and starting that aircraft. There's just something wrong with it. Which hopefully the aircraft and avionics update will fix that whenever that does arrive. Again, no new information about it, so we're just, as usual, in the dark about pretty much everything in the sim. Things will just happen when they happen. I don't even know why I'm trying to close out of the clouds. We already know where we're going. Spawn myself on the runway here, and let's get up in the air finally.
Arlanda Tower, Antonov Hotel, Alpha Papa Oscar Delta. Ready for straight out departure at runway 26.
Alright, AN2. I always love how it just slowly glides off the ground. One of these years I'll be able to use it in career mode. That'll be fun. Because we're now, I think, a month past when AAU was supposed to come out originally. You know, I was kind of expecting some more mountains. It's a tad bit flat out here. It looks like maybe there's a city back there. Let's double check that. Because there's not going to be this big airport for no reason here. Yeah, let's head that way. Let's check out what's going on over here. I'm still annoyed I can't fly airliners on PS5 until the update is sorted. Yep. I mean, they're fixed pretty much for the most part in free flight in the beta, but in career mode they're still a complete mess, unfortunately. I would assume we're going to be getting a new beta build sometime this week. I'd be surprised if we aren't. Because, I mean, we're 12 days into this beta, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, the airliners in the beta on career are still having tons of issues, unfortunately. What a lovely design. That's actually a really horrendous design on the seats. I can't lie about it. Not a fan. But yeah, we'll just check out this little town or city or whatever it is over here. Also, one of these years I'll have labels that I can turn on the EFB's map. The little racetrack down there looks kind of abandoned, actually. And This should be live weather, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Excellent. Because it is looking lovely. Is beta just for PC? No. The beta is for all platforms. The last one I did, it worked, and as I was on arrival procedures, the whole 737 interior disappeared, so I just flew it in. Well, the 737 should have I'm talking like Airbuses and stuff regarding career in beta. You on of right now, it looks so good. No. This is, didn't I put PS5 in the title? I did, yeah. PS5, it's in the description. No, this is PS5 Pro. I'm like, I know I put PlayStation in the title. I don't know why I'm getting questions about PC. But no, this is PS5 Pro. I mean, on the visual side of things, the PlayStation side never looked bad. I always loved the visuals that we were getting out of the sim on PlayStation's version of the sim. Hey Cal, thanks for the Memorial Day stream. Was gonna go plane spotting, but the weather's been so lovely. Very nice, Mr. Smoker. Well, hopefully you'll be able to do some plane spotting later this week. Happy to have you here in the stream. All good, Banshee, no worries. Oh, I fully agree, Captain. They fumbled on that. I'm not sure why there wasn't already just a lot of work the entire time we didn't have the marketplace open. I'm not sure what they were doing for the first 4, almost 5 months. But you would have assumed that there would have been a lot of stuff just already ready to go, especially since the sim was in such a good state originally. And then Sim Update 5 had to come out and wreck everything. But yeah, I mean, we had 2 days of new content. I mean, Friday was only the Black Hawk, of course, but still, at least we finally had something of a helicopter release. So hopefully it'll just start picking up here. But as usual, we will have to wait and see. Still no idea if PlayStation's going to see airports or livery packs or anything like that. Because so far we've had all planes and then 1 helicopter. And Phantom! That is a good question, because I have no idea whatsoever. We took off from Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha, and we're just heading south. Just kind of randomly flying around. I didn't really have any plans today. Just thought we would dive into the beta build and just kind of chat it up a little bit as we fly around. Should I go beta now? What would happen to my career progress? Everything in the beta is completely separate from the public version. You'll have both of them installed, but the beta will be a fully unlocked $100 billion credit, all that type of stuff. So it just, everything you do in the beta build will not transfer over to the regular version of the sim. As Paul said. I want them to start dropping commercial airliners. I mean, those will eventually arrive. Well, I mean, add-ons can get their own liveries just with the aircraft of themselves, but I'm talking about if Sony's rules regarding having licensed airliner liveries, if it's allowed or not. I don't know. That's what I'm going off of. Because again, third-party developers aren't getting rights to using those airliners' logos and names. So I don't know if Sony's going to have issues with that, is what I mean by livery packs. Depending on airports, some of them will work fine with airliners, other ones won't. If you go to handcrafted ones in career, your plane can spawn in midair, it can spawn with its avionics not functioning correctly. There's just a lot of different factors that go into it. You might have no issues if you're going to non-handcrafted airports or places that are less populated, but if you go to ones that are handcrafted and more populated, you can run into a lot of issues, especially if you try to do some missions in Dallas-Fort Worth in an airliner. You'll have a high probability of running into issues. So it's just, it all depends on the locations you're picking. And if you're out in the middle of nowhere doing a mission, then you're probably not going to run into those things, but a lot of the times if you're going to those highly populated airports, you won't have as much luck. But I've talked about that enough. I'm done repeating myself on that. We've done content over it and everything, and it's just, there are issues. But at this point, tons of people have heard me say the same things, and I'm just kind of over saying the same things regarding the lack of communication from Asobo, the lack of things happening in career mode, the lack of just, I mean, it's just, you get the point. But I'm done saying it because I don't think things will ever really change, especially with the communication side, which is my biggest gripe with the sim. It just always sucks. It always goes like, oh, here's the sim update, yay, everybody's excited, and then it goes months without really hearing anything, and you know, it's just like, okay. So at this point, things will release when they release, and that's all we can really do, you know? I'm just done speculating. I'm done with all of it. It's just like, we'll get the avionics and aircraft update for whenever that releases. This update will come out whenever it comes out. Will we get a new beta build? Who knows? We'll just find that out when it comes out, you know? That's the mentality we have to have now, because at this point, the communication will never change from Asobo. Everything will remain a top secret project regarding every aspect of the sim, so. It is what it is, folks. By the way, we've switched over some photogrammic imagery over here. Is this, I think this is Stockholm, isn't it? Broma. I know these stadiums look pretty... Did they fix that, by the way? I know they were really bright before. Hold up. Oh, the dome's not even lit up anymore. But before these things were... they were like as bright as the sun. Looks a lot better. I mean, I think they changed that a long time ago. I just haven't been here in a while. Who was that? Well, welcome Silent and Rin. Oh, and Phantom is here. Very nice. No. I mean, it'll take probably a couple weeks for that helicopter to get into the marketplace on Xbox. What did I think of F1? It was fantastic. I have very much enjoyed. I've been enjoying the whole season, so... Looking forward to Monaco. Some tall transmission towers right there. Elixir 2. Was annoyed they switched Canada and Monaco around so the F1 coverage clashed with the Indy 500. Oh, that was yesterday, huh? Yeah, I don't really pay much attention to anything. I mean, the only racing I watch is F1. I don't really pay attention to anything else, but hopefully everybody enjoyed whatever racing event they were watching. I mean, when I first started watching F1, I picked my team based off the sponsorship, so I picked McLaren years ago because of the Coca-Cola sponsorship. But I'm not really too like diehard. Like I like them. I like the color and all that type of stuff. Great drivers. But overall, I'm just having a blast watching, and whoever wins, I'm satisfied with. I mean, the battle between Russell and Antonelli was incredible. I really thought they were both gonna just get knocked out. I mean, that was some fun racing there. And then Lewis with Max towards the end of the race. That was also great. But Kimmy's been killing it. But I feel like that's not going to be the end. Because, I mean, I know after the race, they're all like, yeah, we really had a great time battling each other. But I feel like it's going to get to a boiling point at some point. Because they're... Russell doesn't want to be beaten by a rookie, so that's going to be going on. And I don't know. All I do know is I'm here for it. I didn't buy the Blackhawk. Nope. Again, at this point, marketplace purchases are going to be something that I am really going to think to myself, is this going to be something I'm going to fly a lot of, or is it going to be something I buy and then it's going to sit in my hangar for months and never be touched again? And it also has to be unique. to what I don't have. Obviously, if you're just playing on PlayStation, it's going to be new to you. But yeah, for me, the PlayStation Marketplace purchases are needing to be something that I really, really want. I'd prefer if it supports career mode, which obviously the Blackhawk does not. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with the marketplace and what I'll be purchasing. Because as you know, the C160 was my main top priority. Like, I knew I was going to buy that one immediately. But everything else that I bought on the Xbox and PC side of things, I don't really know if it's going to be repurchased. I might grab the A350, because I like having that as a test bed vehicle, just because of how performance intensive that aircraft is. It would be nice to have on the PlayStation side, because that's what I always used to test on Xbox as well, using that aircraft. But yeah, if it's something that doesn't support career mode, it's probably not a purchase for me. But if you have purchased things like the Vulcan, the Jaguar, and all of that good stuff, I hope you've been enjoying it. $52.54. I remember saying the numbers because I was like, I don't know how I want to pronounce that, so I just went with the number. So yes. Oh yeah, McLaren. I don't I don't know why they started on the intermediates. The whole thing was a mess. Like, hey, Lando's in the lead just to go into last place because we're going on to slicks. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but it's all good. That's why I'm not too worried about being like a diehard, just, you know, because I'm happy to watch the race regardless. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the mission hub. Never was into it. Too slow on updates for it as well. Like, it's kind of a bare bones experience. So I'm not really too worried about it. We checked it out a few weeks ago and I was just shocked at how similar it was to when it first released. It's like, well, don't have to worry about that anymore. They need to work with the FS Kingpin guy. Now that's a fantastic third-party career program. Which I still hope they can make it work on getting it into the marketplace or something. That would be excellent. And welcome to the Flight Whiskey. Happy to have you here. Bring me sea. Oh, crap, man. These boat names. They never get old. And Sarah, how's my day been? It's been alright. Skipped breakfast again. Always fantastic, and was just in the mood to get some streaming done. Only thing we know about PMDG on PlayStation is those developers have already done everything that they needed to do according to Microsoft and Sony's requirements. So, but again, the third-party developers don't even know if their add-on is getting released or not. Because Miltech's Blackhawk was just kind of out of the blue for them as well. They said, oh, I guess apparently our helicopters have, you know, it's just so weird to me that even the developers don't know if their add-on is going into the PlayStation Marketplace or not. The whole thing is just goofy. So, either way, PMDG has submitted one of their planes, or maybe multiple of them. I'm not entirely sure. You can speed up your time to go faster. And why would I want to do that? Any frame? Yes, let's go to Echo Echo Sierra. Wait, is that where we took? Wait, no. No, we didn't. So we're going to Echo Sierra Sierra November is where we're heading to. I got confused because I knew we took off from a blue one, which was Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. So yeah, we'll head over to ESSN. Let's see. Breakfast was made up by the cereal companies. I don't even eat cereal much anymore. I'm all about some lovely waffles. That's where it's at. But I'm not able to watch, but we'll listen because I'm outside doing yard work again. Well, fantastic, Monorific. Hopefully I can provide you with the excellent... Well, actually, let me... Since it is outdoor work, let's change up the voice a little bit. And welcome to Garden Hour as we fly our AN2 Antonov through the skies of, I believe we're in Sweden. I forgot where we picked because I just was too busy crashing all over the place with the sim crash, and then the plane not wanting to start up properly, and then me choosing the wrong flight sim to open. But let's get back to it. We are flying over a little bit of an overcast sky today with a subtle breeze from the east, possibly the west. There might not be even a breeze at all, because it's been a very smooth flight. Am I live tomorrow? I have no idea. We shall see. Do you know if they've fixed the issues with Volant on Xbox? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't messed with it in a little bit, because I disabled all of it, because it was leading, because some add-ons were leading to some performance issues. So I'll have to double check on that a little bit later. Do you remember I answered? Is this? I feel like it's Groundhog Day. I feel like I answered that about 10 minutes ago when you first asked this. Oh. Alright, we're heading straight towards the airport here. Soba, are we ever gonna fix these or like the multiplayer models having random things like the gear canopy or just the doors open? I mean, that's been the way. Nope, nope, nope. Not gonna say anything. I'm just. Because I think the Eurocopter still doesn't have rotating blades in multiplayer. I mean, stuff like that is just like, how is that still an issue? Let's just enjoy the view of both the sun hitting the clouds and I believe a Citation 10, yes. Very nice. Did the sim crash because you used the EFB on cold and dark get fixed, or is that still an issue? I haven't used the Citation 10 in a while. I didn't hear anything about it, so I'd be surprised if it's been fixed, but hopefully it is. I think one thing they can change is... See, not all of it does it. But there's a lot of things that slow the camera down when you pan over stuff. I just don't think it's necessary. Especially when you utilize my handy-dandy zoom feature. You have nice control over everything, and the slowdown effect is useless. And I know there's the whole setting to set it to whatever it is, retro or whatever the name of it is, but that leads to other issues, especially when you're trying to use it with a controller. So that doesn't help. I just don't think it adds much to where it kind of hangs on it, because you can notice it with the visor there. Sadly, it's still broken. Just use the regular EFB and gotcha. I still don't know how that got through the whole testing process. Be kind of the first things you would... Did nobody ever mess with the tablet? Like, it's just weird to me. Same with... I think the map is still broke, too. Because the C160's... Something with the map on third-party planes doesn't work right. It never wants to load properly for some reason. Because I noticed that in the C160 as well. Never had a crash with a C160 though, so I'm happy with that. How can someone fly with you? You go into free flight and spawn where we are on the same server, which is US East, with flight conditions set to all players, and that's it. You just pop into the world, and that's that. It's all through the open world that the sim already is. No invites, no parties, or any of that nonsense. People can just join whenever they wish. Now that's a helicopter I want. I want some retractable gear helicopters. Some of those really, like, high-end Bell helicopters with some career support. But honestly, the only helicopter I'm looking forward to right now is that Bo 105 we checked out. That is going to be a purchase, and I'm hoping StratoWare does support the in-sim career, because I always thought it was a Miltech helicopter, but it isn't. They were just kind of assisting on the back end. So I'm hoping it's not just going to be Miltech Mission Hub support with that one. Because that would be a fantastic helicopter to have in career for some search and rescue or stuff like that, especially with how many liveries are included with it. Because that is the most fun I've ever had in a helicopter. They did such an excellent job with that thing. Being able to do a barrel roll in a helicopter, I mean, come on. I'm not using Pilops, nope. Nope, was more of a thing just to kind of showcase it to folks, but the only third-party career program I use is FS Kingpin. What is that? Is that the path light? What is that? No, it's a building. Why is that so drawn in from what in the world? Yeah, I mean the Blackhawk's fun. Just not one I fly too much of on the PC and Xbox side. Which is why I didn't pick it up here on the PlayStation. But glad you're enjoying it. In case you're wondering what happened, that is the lovely multiplayer wake turbulence that's now simulated. Which still needs a toggle for the multiplayer side. Please and thank you. Bring that power on back. Get a couple notches of flaps engaged. Kyle with a $10 super chat. Hey, Cow, happy Monday to you, sir. Thank you so much, Kyle. That's insane. Very much appreciate it. As usual, I'm glad you enjoy the content enough to even do any of that, as well as being a member. Thank you so very much for that, Kyle. It's a great Monday. Hopefully you're having a great one as well. That is awesome. Very, very much appreciate that. By the way, hopefully the members enjoyed the member-only stream that happened, I think, on Friday. Which, member-only streams are always not related to Flight Sim, so don't worry, you're not missing out on any Flight Sim content. Although, during that member stream, those that were there and watched it did get an early look at the helicopter, even though I was trying to use it, but the PC version was just exploding on me, so I don't know what. it was a whole thing. But, yeah, those are always just going to be random games, most of the time GTA, because I play the crap ton of that. But very much appreciate the support, regardless if you're a member, if you super chat, or if you just stop by and comment and watch the videos. Any of it is just awesome to me, and I very much appreciate it. And a P-51 has just prop striked. Which is leading to some nonsense there, but we're good. Do one more attempt here. And the helicopter, for whatever reason, affects, like, oh my goodness. They made a mistake adding that. Oh, goodness gracious. And Glenn, doing great. Hopefully you are as well on this fantastic Monday. Same goes to the 65 of you currently here today. If you want to join on up, we're on the PlayStation beta build. USE servers. And the airport we are doing our work at is Echo Sierra, Sierra November. Oh, not the de-icer. Now we're going way too slow here. Yep, knew we were... Hang on. Redo. This time I won't hit the window de-icer here. I want a good landing. Hold up. Those animals? Oh, those sheep? No, those are rocks. Never mind. They look like animals from a distance, but no, they are just boulders, unfortunately. Hello, I've discovered for me that I'm having lots of fun in the PS5 beta at the moment. Very nice, Patrick. Yep, it's back to what the sim was before. Sim Update 5 ruined everything. But glad you're having fun with it. Overwhelming amount of small runways with obstacles on the approach. I mean, you'll run into them from time to time, but is it anything that is too over the top? I mean, not too often. I mean, obviously there's some airports where there's buildings in the way and stuff on the runway and crap, but... Nice, there we go. That's what I was looking for there. Beautiful. Let me taxi by this helicopter. I hope it's still running. It is. Perfect. I just want to see what happens. Oh, now nothing happens. Okay. It just picks and chooses when it wants to work, I guess. This is a nice little airport, actually. All the hydraulics on the brakes. You can actually hear them engaging. Search and Rescue Service East Coast. Oh, is this actually a handcrafted airport? I guess it is. That's funny. Well, yeah. It's something. Just some really aggressive runoff work, I guess. Alright, let's switch out. I love that AN too, though. It's just such a relaxing plane to fly. Did they fix the ATRs yet? No, they didn't. Okay, glad that's still broke. Excellent. I'm gonna go in my own helicopter. I'm gonna give it a different livery, though. I'm so sick of this white one. I managed to always do it because I never changed the livery, but we're doing it today. It looks so boring. Let's get the float version, too, so we can land on some water. A little GTA Vice City fun here. Can you tell me when they will fix the memory issue on career mode? It's becoming unplayable. Well, memory issue still a thing in career mode on the beta version as well. So, a time frame on it? No idea. I would assume we're going to be getting another beta build before we get close to this releasing to the public. Look at the floats. They're actually torpedo launchers. Let's see if I can showcase why multiplayer wake turbulence is a bad idea with whiskey here. I don't know if the 2020 planes will do it or not. Yeah, see how we're messing with their plane? That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna lead to people just turning off multiplayer, and I feel like that's... Oh, see, now we just crashed them out. That's the biggest thing to me. Is that. And I know I'm gonna get comments like, well, just turn off multiplayer then. No. That's not... No. That's... It should just go back to what it was this entire time, where you can't grief other players with wake turbulence. I just think it adds nothing to the sim. And it's just going to lead to people turning off multiplayer, never turning on again, and making the world feel emptier. And that would suck. I want to have as many people have multiplayer on, you know? It's always so cool to see that. But now that people can just grief other players and cause a bunch of crap, or even airliners up at cruise altitude, you can just slew mode in front of them with your own airliner and kick planes out of autopilot and all that type of stuff. And it's just, I don't know who was the deciding factor on that, but I just think it's a dumb feature. But sorry, Whiskey. I wanted to visually showcase why I am not a fan of wake turbulence on multiplayer players. I just think it's dumb. It can absolutely stick to the AI traffic, but the only way I would love it is if it just, you can turn off the multiplayer wake turbulence effect. If people really want it, great, you can keep it. I would be turning that off immediately if they added it. But if they make it to where that's just on all the time and you can't turn it off, that would be highly disappointing, because it will lead to more people turning off multiplayer. Because imagine you're doing a 5-hour flight, you're really excited for it and all that stuff in an airliner, you leave for a little bit, somebody slews in front of you, kicks your plane out of autopilot, it kind of drifts off and kind of banks over and overspeeds, or whatever the case may be. You know how frustrating that would be to come back to? Or even if you're just in a smaller plane, you just did your checklist, you're excited to do some touch and go work at your local airport, somebody pops over with a helicopter, crashes your plane, and you're having to restart everything. You know, it's just those types of moments are what I'm thinking about. And you know people are going to do it. It's like, oh, I'm going to troll people. I'm going to go to an airport fly a helicopter around the tarmac and just crash people. You know, that type of stuff, you know, is going to happen. And it's going to lead to frustration and people wanting to not even have multiplayer on anymore. So the fact that they added this without an ability to turn off the multiplayer side of it makes no sense to me. And I will stand at the top of that mountain and continue saying the same thing until that happens. So, there. Just dumb. Okay, and then if people want to do formation flying, they can turn it on and have it on, but for the most part, I don't need it to be a thing. Something like that, yeah, exactly, TWR. I mean, just something to keep multiplayer on, but turn it off, because I just think it's dumb. I think they should worry about stuff like model. Well, I agree. So I don't know why they worried about wake turbulence on multiplayer aircraft first. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I really don't care if people disagree with me with the multiplayer wake turbulence, because I just think it's pointless for most of the factors. Just give us an option to turn it off for it. And that's that. And yes, there's this random setting in the thing regarding it, but you can only go on low and it turns everything else off. I don't want to turn off turbulence from weather or AI traffic. I want to leave that as it is because I'm perfectly fine with it. Multiplayer needs its own setting, is all I'm saying. So, there we go. Trying to make our way over to the massive body of water over here. Let's go a little low as well. Because the way I look at it is if you need to turn off a bunch of things in order to have an experience due to something you don't like on one specific thing, you're doing something wrong with your settings and the options that you're giving. Because the answer isn't, well, turn the turbulence down low or turn off multiplayer, you know, all that type of stuff. That is not the way to go about any of that. So, interested to see if something happens like that. Because if not, I guarantee you, you're going to see less people in multiplayer because of it. Which would be a shame. saying hello to all the local birds. Don't fly into my rotors, please. Oh, Scooter and the C1 or C415. 415, right? Yes. I don't know why. I thought I was saying it wrong, so I wanted to make sure. Goodness. I hope this helicopter gets the 2024 treatment as well in the future. Would be happy to see that. Let me do some search and rescue with it. Oh, this looks so weird. It's like you look really close to the water, but then you're not. Can I open the door at least? Oh boy. Oh, yes. Nice. See, now we need the Go Fish add-on on PlayStation. Fish from my helicopter. I'm sure we would have a ton of fish coming over here while the blades are running. They'd be like, what's going on over there? Still got a lovely live weather and live time going on here. Looks excellent. Just a really fun place to fly around regardless. All these little pocket islands going on. Looks really cool. The urge to do a barrel roll like the Bow 105. Unfortunately, this one would not end very well. Once we get to 11:30, we'll check the marketplace in 30 minutes. See if anything releases on the PlayStation side of things. You can always dive into the PC version as well, just to see if anything noteworthy has released. Because, like I said, nothing. Because the airports that have been releasing lately have been kind of, I don't know, overpriced at a very low quality. Because that's how I do it now. Because there's been airports that release, but I don't show all of them just because I don't think they're worth showing. So I like to just highlight the ones where developers aren't price gouging, but putting in fantastic work with their airports. Instead of showing ones that are like 20 bucks and they're hardly doing any work, it's just like, I'm not showcasing this. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of that. And as I've gotten more and more airport scenery add-ons over the years, I'm very picky about what I want. Especially for price points. Because, I mean, we've gotten plenty that are under $15 that do fantastic work on those add-ons. So that's what I like to showcase. I mean, there's airports for 30 bucks and they're just so bad. It's crazy. So that's why I don't showcase all the airports. Because if I do a before and after over your airport and it hardly looks any different, you're doing something wrong. Especially if you're pricing it over 20 bucks for it. Monsoon. I guess more so monsun, if we want to be more specific on the pronunciation of it. Let's see where our next stop is going to be here. We'll just follow the coastline over to the left, I suppose, and see what we run into. Sounds like a good plan. I see boas and a C-17, 11 miles above us. Just doing our coastal patrol here. Making sure no counterfeit half peanuts are making their way into the country. Can you imagine the stars you see out here? I mean, there's going to be no light pollution whatsoever. So quiet and just... Oh, that sounds so nice. I'd be over there. As a matter of fact, let's stop over here. Let's ruin their peace and quiet on their little island. They got sick of the neighbors. They're like, you know what, why don't we move our house over there? There's no spray off the wheels anymore. I hope not. And you're flying the... Oh. Well, no, the Skywagon isn't Aviator Edition, is it? Because if it's a 2020 plane, that might be the reason why. But it might just be dependent on the plane, because I know the X-Cub with the Tundra tires do it. Oh my goodness, that that Huey came in for a landing? We'll move up a little bit, because I won't be able to pop out. We'll just make it look like we pulled it onto the side of the water here. Some a little bit of a performance issue there. Not surprising again. It is a 2020 aircraft. But at least it catches up pretty quickly. You know what would look great here? That Embraer FBO. That right here. That would be excellent. And here we have the Great Cliffs of Rocky here, showcasing all of its beautiful colors. But alright, let me get back to my weird frame rate next to the helicopter outside of it, and then it's fine again. Oh, I went under a helicopter, didn't I? Where did it just put me? I think I went under that Huey. I thought it left. Alright. Note to self. Check for the helicopters, or else that'll happen. But yeah, I thought the Huey went out of the area, but it did not. Good evening, Tim. Sorry, just got home from the beach and an explorer on the rock. Well, very nice, Simon. And no worries, it's all good. Completely understand. Can't always be at every single stream. Hopefully you had a fantastic Monday then, which it sounds like you did. But welcome to the stream. Love the Huey, it's so awesome. It is. I wish we can get Tog's Hangar other one with all the customization on it. There's the Arch Midnight. Or Archangel. Arch Midnight. Oh, crap, man. Oh, no, Phantom, don't be worried about it. You're all good. The more it happens, the more I have prime examples of why it's a dumb feature to have. And I need a toggle for it. So I am A-okay with having plenty of examples of why it was a mistake. My favorite feature is the bubble dome cockpit, where you just all you see is a little bit of your instruments over here and the stick. Other than that, it's just it's a great sightseeing helicopter. Which again, I absolutely hope gets the 2024 treatment in the future. It's such a fun helicopter. Looks like we run into another town. Yeah, we'll pop over there. It's not really an airport. Well, I know not every. No, there we go. Well, that's actually pretty far away. Holy crap. We'll just see. We'll see how fast we're traversing through here. The goal is to get to. I can't read it because it's like blocked by. That's not even just a VOR. Okay, so there's that over here. Oh. But, okay. You know what? We'll head left. We'll head back to where we started from, Echo Sierra, Sierra Alpha. We'll make it easy. Excellent. Currently, no plans for a new marketplace video. We'll see what happens at 11:30. We'll check it out and see if there's anything exciting. But so far, everything past Thursday is not too thrilling. So not missing out on much at the moment. At least on the Xbox and PC side, obviously the Black Hawk released on the PlayStation Marketplace on Friday. Well, the random one wind turbine out here. Hey, Dean! Welcome to the stream. Those were some sheep, I know that. We got them wandering around down there. Cows as well. We got a mix. Hello! Oh, they're all laying down too. Oh, now we got some sheep. Run! I'm sorry, we're heading out. Still works with a cup, gotcha, Whiskey. So yeah, it all depends on the developer of the plane and all that. Have I tried the YF-23? Nope. I don't really have much interest in fighter jets, so I never really buy them. And Presley, does this run okay, and does it look good on PS5 Pro? I mean, visually it looks fantastic, as you can see. Right now it's going through a bit of a... it's so hard to explain what's going on. The latest update did some weird things. We're currently on a beta build that brought it back to what it used to be, which was fantastic. So, I mean, again, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're wanting a lot of third-party content and everything like that, both in the marketplace and outside of it, PC is the way to go if that's what you're looking for. But if you're just looking for a great time to fly around with what we already currently have, and then of course the marketplace is slowly getting new stuff there as well on the PlayStation, you'll be fine over here. So it really all depends on what you're looking for from the sim. This one's a bit hit or miss with performance just because it's a 2020 plane running in 24, so it needs updates, but overall performance in free flight is back to what it's supposed to be in the beta build, and then career mode is hit or miss with the airliners. You are welcome, Presley. And I mean, if you're a fan of a gyroscope, you got that with the PlayStation side with the DualSense controller, which is how I fly 100% of the time, and absolutely love it. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Gyroscope is so cool. Absolutely love it. Oh, do some agricultural spraying with this? Yeah. This is a great area for helicopters, though. All these little paths you can take between the trees, and then you got the waterways around there as well. Ooh, bank it over the tree. Oh, more cows. And you found plenty of fossils, Simon. Very nice. Oh, there's a gap. Oh! Okay. What was that? Had a severe downdraft. Okay. We're good. We didn't crash. My floats are probably going to deflate now. I don't know what that was. But that was quite a downdraft all of a sudden. Oh, I see a gap. Hang on. Nice. Oh, I bet this is like a whole ranch right here. Watch out for that tree. Oh, wow. It's getting to be quite a thick forest over here, huh? Still making our way over to our destination. Oh, here we go. A little valley. A little village. Yes, the next trucking stream will be on Euro Truck Sim because I do want to get that started as well. We're gonna start from scratch there, but yeah, whenever, I mean, if there's, we might even do it tomorrow. We'll see. Because I use the truck sim times when there's nothing else really going on, so we might even do that tomorrow. I meant to do it last week, but then I got thrown off with the helicopter and stuff that came out. There's a tunnel, but not a tunnel. I bet this road leads us right into that town that we're trying to head to, or at least in the general vicinity of that airport. We'll go right. I'm sure this will curve to the left. If not, we can break off. Oh, let's keep this here because this will look pretty cool when we turn here, getting that sunlight right down the highway. Speaking of truck sim, hang on, let me get a little lower here. Welcome to Euro Truck Sim, everybody. We are taking a haul of half peanuts over to wherever we're heading. Oh, this is risky. This is risky. This is risky. Nope. That would have been too tight. I think we would have probably hit a wall anyways. But yep, typical trucking haul here. The road's a little bumpier than I remember it being. Very bumpy. That would have been something to drive on. I hope we get the Juice Goose on PlayStation. Or at least Got Friends Project Cart. One of them has to come over here. Would love to drive around on the PlayStation and use my gyroscope. I wonder if that would actually work. That'd be cool. Another bridge. Here we go. We're gonna go for this one. Oh, of course, it has an invisible wall to it. Boo! That's what I was worried about with the other bridge. Because we would have easily cleared that, but no. It has to have an invisible wall. Oh, good. I was about to say, I'm hoping the road turns to the left here. Interested to see if it brings us to where I want to go, which it looks like it will. Perfect. There's a lot of head-on collisions going on down there. It's always weird to me how some of the bridges in the sim don't have the wall and other ones do. It's just like, well, I won't bother anymore because these are probably all hitting the invisible wall. We're just doing some speed enforcement here. You know, I don't know what my reaction would be if I saw a helicopter just go flying by me at this low of a speed. I think I would be mostly just impressed. Be like, that's awesome. Just go about my day. As long as the rotor wash doesn't blow me off the road. What highway is this? I have no idea. It's going between Echo Sierra, Sierra November of... Oh, hang on. Hold up. That place. Oh. That and where we're heading here. Hang on. Let me try to... Between that place and Arlanda. I just realized we got a little spotlight in the front. Under the cabin. Uh-oh. Got a little tree obstruction in the middle. Don't know who planted those. They didn't think about helicopters flying along the highway here. I love those little bumps in the road, which I'm assuming are supposed to be bridges, but the sim said no to that. Uh-oh. The trees are becoming more common here. I'm not sure how I feel about this. There we go. Cleared up again. Okay. Don't know what that was, but I didn't hit any single button. Oh! I didn't hit anything there either. It's just... I still think that's wake turbulence on that, because we were fine the whole time, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, you want to... Okay. Moving on. Just like, I wasn't hitting a button at all. Just like, you want to go up 500 feet in a second, or slam into the ground in a second? We can do both. Yeah, that's funny. It's like, okay. Especially when we just have miles of this. Everything's fine. Can I interest you, travelers, with a half peanut package? It's only $500 for a little driving snack to get you to where you're going. No? Unbelievable. Alright, we are going to bank to the right. That way we have a bit more of a straightforward approach to our destination. Bye, highway. And Ostrich Lover 34. Hi, Cow. Nice seeing your stream. I find the beta still quite buggy on PS5 Pro. The scenery doesn't load properly, particularly on the A320 at higher altitudes. The resolution is quite low. Yeah, I mean, it's still not perfect. It's definitely not to what we were at before with Sim Update 4. Especially in career mode, the airliners are still not happy. Free flight has improved a lot. But yeah, we should still be expecting some further beta builds. I would imagine we'd see one this week, considering we've been on this one for 12 days now. But yeah, there's still room for improvement for sure. The turbulence is brutal even from far back. Yeah, it's quite crazy. I agree, Ephraim. And Damien, hello, hello. After we wrap up this landing here, I'll pop into the Hook endorsement and we'll check it out. Yep, exactly, Stony. That's my experience too. Free flight is much closer to what we had with SU4, but career mode, especially when you get into the airliners at handcrafted airports, it's still memory low issues and crashes and some other odd things that I've never seen happen before, so yeah, not ideal for sure. And just like that, we've entered the wilderness. Which I'm okay with. I mean, nobody was wanting to buy a half peanut bag. You know, which does come with 2 peanuts for $500. I'm not sure why. But that's alright. It's whatever. We'll just save it for our airliner passengers. And Donald Eagleston, welcome. Happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Same goes for all 71 of you still stopping on by to watch today. Hopefully your week is off to a great start. We're just doing some low flying in the Bell... whatever. This might not be... What is this thing again? I always forget the name. Hold up. I'm doing some low flying in the Bell 47J2 float variation, part of the Aviator edition. That I very much enjoy. I'm surprised we did not touch the ground there. I was busy looking at this village, which is a cool... Look at that, they got their own little lake there. Now that's a village I could live in right there. Kind of out on your own, got a little neighboring village that I'm sure they have wars with every week. We have the best bakery, no, we do. You don't make what we make. I'm sure that's exactly what goes on here. A nice little flyby here. Oh, with the Huey in the background, very nice. Perfect. Just follow the sun, folks. We'll run into the airport we're going for. Oh, nothing new, Paul? Gotcha. So yeah, if there's nothing new in the next 27 minutes, then there's nothing coming out today. Because it's between 11:30 and 12, so 7 minutes prior to what your current time is, add 30 minutes to it, that's the time frame when things release on the marketplace. Not earlier or not later. Just in that time frame there. I mean, sometimes it can be later if something went wrong, but that rarely happens on the marketplace releases. Ooh, the sun's broke out a little bit. Hit an empty spot on the clouds. Let me open up the sim on, this might go poorly wrong because I won't see the screen for a couple seconds. Let me open it up on the PC here. I'll do a little mini marketplace update live. Okay. I finally have my screen back, folks, in case you were wondering. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. Live weather updated again. Oh. Ah, wasn't that nice and relaxing, folks? Honestly, surprised we didn't crash. Can already see the city that we're heading to. Sit a bit differently here. Through the fields we shall go. Yep, same beta build that we started on 12 days ago. Wow, this field really opened on up here. You'll get there, Sam! Do you have the 3 assists on as well? The cyclic, the collective, and tail rotor? Always recommend having that under the assistances. It helps out tremendously. Which, in case you don't know where that's at, go to Settings, head over to Assistances, and then scroll down there, and you'll have the helicopter's tail rotor, cyclic, and collective assistances, which will help out tremendously. Highly recommend turning those 3 on and trying again, and you'll probably have a night and day difference regarding that. It's probably gonna be a while longer as well, because I'm sure we'll get some other beta builds, because it's still not 100% right. Unfortunately. Unless they just release this like they released Sim Update 5, which is also a possibility, but I would hope not. Oh, gotcha, Sam. We'll just keep practicing. I'm sure you'll get there. Uh-oh, it doesn't like this part of the map here. There we go. Come on. Catch back up. sheep. Oh no, that was a... No, I think it was a sheep. Hard to tell while we were blasting by at Mach 3. Or should I say Mach tree? Anyway. Oh, look at that little pier there. Nice. But welcome to where we started off 2 hours ago. We're here. For the Huey. I'm gonna turn this way. We'll park right in front of this hangar here. But yep, I mean if you go crazy with the throttle and you're going all over the place with the controls, and it's not gonna end well. Same with the throttle control. Because if you just go from 0 to 100 instantly, because when I'm flying with the controller, I think I'm... Hang on, get this back on here. Because when I'm flying a helicopter, I'm not just holding X and circle to change throttle, because you're going to throw yourself off and it's going to be a mess. Same with if you go from 100% to 0, you're going to drop out and it's just going to be... You're not going to have a very fun time. So it's all about control. So like right now, we're at a pretty good spot, so I'm just going to angle the helicopter. I'm not moving the throttle at all, or the collective. I'm just angling it. That's it. Because once you find that right balance in the thrust that you're wanting, you're not having to do anything else anymore. You can fly at this altitude for as long as you want to. Now, obviously, if we want to dip down, I'm going to tap circle once. And you can see we already lose a little bit of altitude just from that one press. We'll adjust our nose accordingly. Readjust, and then you'll fly level and straight. If we want to increase our altitude, I'll hit X once. We'll climb a little bit. You also don't have to change the collective if you don't want to. Like, let's say we want to stay at that altitude there. Instead of us moving the power, we'll push the nose down a little bit to drop our altitude, or, of course, pull back on the stick and increase our altitude from that as well without ever changing the collective. And then, of course, for landing, we're going to bring the nose back so we lose that airspeed while tapping circle just every so often, bring us to a nice gradual descent. Or more so, a controlled descent. And then we'll tap X if we're dropping a little too fast or I feel that way. Don't know why the texture is reloading, but interesting. And then just a little tap of the buttons again. Gradually get us to the ground. And there we have it. So, thanks to Phantom, Spectre, Scooter, Whiskey, Rin. We got Boa over there. I know Silent was here at some point. Thank you so much for flying along with us. We're going to pop into career mode really quick, so we will not be in a multiplayer environment. But thank you guys so much for flying along. Hopefully you had a blast with this kind of just random flight. Nothing too crazy. But it had some great views, I think. So, very much appreciate you stopping by in the beta version of the sim. So let me just do a sling load. I'm assuming it's the initial one that you were talking about to get the certification. So we will just take a quick dive into that. certification, hook endorsement, repass the exam, and we'll do this quick here, and then we'll dive into the marketplace and see what has been added. See if it's anything that requires a video on its own, but I doubt it. I know somebody made the CJ6, that Chinese plane, which is cool because I actually saw it in real life just a few months ago. I have a short over that. But I'm not gonna buy it because again, it's same for fighter jets with me. It doesn't support career mode, so I'm not gonna really. I don't know. And I don't know if we're actually gonna get into this hook endorsement either. We'll see. No, see, I just have to call it out, and it's been like, fine, I'll load in.
Well, this is it. You'll be able to fly cargo lift operations as the
So I'm gonna do this quick here.
This test. We're going to simulate a standard cargo retrieval and delivery operation at the PIC-2 Mini Bigor Observatory. Follow the indicated coordinates and fly to the retrieval site. Transition into a hover once you are 30 feet above the cargo area.
Drop that altitude a little bit, move up forward just a tad. And that should be good right there. Oh, come on, Hook. Why did that just... What happened? It's there, but it's not. Hold up. Kind of glitched out there when it got to it. There we go. We were fine. It just lost the green. That's why I was confused. I'm like, I know the hook's there.
Time to deliver the cargo. The retrieval crew is waiting at the observatory.
Slow that speed on down. Did they break this again? Where's the drop area? Oh my goodness. I guess they broke this in the beta again because there's no drop zone. Of course they did. But anyways, the drop zone's here. Normally. We'll see if it still registers it or not. And it won't. Okay, hang on. Let me go to the regular one. Goodness gracious. Hopefully that doesn't break it again once it releases. What? Because we had that when it first came out on PlayStation, where the drop zone wasn't where it was supposed to be. So hang on. Let me go over this and we'll pop over to the PC Marketplace and I'll do it again where we can actually finish it correctly. It's hot here in Northwest Arkansas. Well, glad the yard work is done. Hopefully it's all looking fantastic. Planes occasionally spiral downward or crash due to a specific bug. Well, for thousands of hours in Flight Sim, I've never had a plane spiral out of control for no reason at all. So I don't know what that's supposed to be about, but oh, I'm so sorry. You are hearing that, aren't you? That's all right. I forgot that. Oops. Sorry about that. But all right, here's the PC. Let's see what's going on here. I still can't believe that sale didn't come over to PlayStation, but whatever. Nope, nothing released today. Interesting, at least not yet. So nothing new, because this is what it looked like yesterday. But yeah, these airports, they're not worth... I don't know. I didn't really like this one either. I think we did Fly to High before. They did the Oh shoot! This is actually the one I did a video over that I wasn't too much of a fan of. The LOD was terrible and everything like that. That's why this looks familiar. I did a before and after video over this. Not my favorite airport. It was kind of disappointing. Because a lot of the LOD issues were a thing. Like, you'd be just a little bit away or taxing the terminal. All the lights and stuff would pop in, like, just a few feet away. I mean, they might have changed it by now, but... yeah. Not my favorite. Oh! They also broke the terrain on the outskirt. I remember that, too. Over here. I do remember that now. And it still broke, because you can see the road cuts off there, because it's all elevated. Photogrammic things weren't fixed, so yeah, it doesn't seem like they changed much since I did the video last year. Didn't like the satellite imagery that they didn't cover or update. I mean, it's just, it wasn't worth the money. And it still doesn't look like it's worth the 20 bucks almost for it. But yeah, so nothing crazy. Here's all the random nonsense that floods every single day from dream scenery and perfect flight. This is the CJ6 I was talking about. I saw this, there was 3 of them flying together. It's a cool sounding plane, actually. It was fun seeing it do a high-speed flyby from all 3 of them. But yeah, I have a whole short over it. But again, it's just, the interior here doesn't look great. It looks very, very bare bones, especially for 20 bucks. I kind of expect this to look a little bit more, I don't know, higher quality. The clipboard looks kind of weird too, squished together. But yeah, no career support. Not really too worried about it. But, again, not really a big fan of landmark stuff. This came out terribly reviewed from BT Studio. I'm not sure what the... Again, reviews are pointless just for the fact that you can't do written reviews, so you don't know why people are rating it this way. They'll support career mode, though, so, you know. You're much better off going with Togg's Hangar. By the way, if you're wanting that type of little bird. Is it this? That's how you spell it. There we go. But yeah, if you want a little bird, go with Togg's Hangar. Much, much nicer. They're one of my other favorite developers regarding helicopters. They do great work. Of course, they're the ones that made the Huey that you have on PlayStation as well. So, hopefully we'll start seeing their helicopters head over to the PlayStation side as well. So yeah, if you want a little bird, go with this one. Do not buy that new one that released, because it's definitely not worth the money. But, yep. So anyways, there's that, and I think that's pretty much it regarding the marketplace, and nothing new today. At least not yet. We'll give it another refresh at 12, just to see if anything pops in. But, all these stupid airline schedules and crap. I don't know why. I don't think anybody ever buys this. I don't know why you would. All this is it's just predetermined things that you can just look up yourself and just replicate without spending money on it. So I don't know what all of this is for. I just think that's all crap. A sound pack came out for the Bell from, I think, Cowan's Bell. Yeah, Cowan Sims Bell 206. So if you have that, there's a sound pack for you there. And that's about it. So, did they ever get rid of that crappy M Scenery plane that should have never been released anyways? I doubt it. It's probably still here somewhere. What the heck was it? 737-100. That's what it was. Nope, it's still here. That's crazy. See, I don't... They said that they notified the marketplace team about it, but I knew it wasn't going to disappear. It's just so crappy to see, but... Whatever. Whatever, whatever. So, we'll close out of this right now. And I'll reboot it here in a couple minutes. Let me do the... PlayStation side of things regarding the hook endorsement. Let me just do a double check here. Again, I'm sure there's nothing new in the marketplace, but always worth checking out. Because you always have to restart the whole sim in order for the marketplace to refresh. It doesn't refresh while you're in it. But I'm sure we're still at 51 items in here, and I just hit all the wrong buttons. Very good. Yep, 51. So we'll give that a reboot too at 12, just to see if anything popped in, but we'll see. So let me do this really quick with the mission actually functioning correctly, at least I'm assuming it is, unless that broke too with Sim Update 5. I know a lot of people do not like the menu music. I do, so. But yeah, I totally forgot the audio was running already on OBS. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know why this has to be a cutscene anyways. Like, just plop them on the map and people can go around and find them. Like, it's just... It's like, oh crap, there's one in the UAE. I'm gonna go fly over there and make $50,000 in 8 hours of flying. Those missions are just so pointless. Oh yeah, this is the performance I remember from the public version. Goodness gracious, that was horrendous. I don't even know why I went to the map anyways. That was a mistake on my part. We were here for certifications. I'm just so used to going to the map. Man, I do not miss the base version SU5 or public version of this sim. You just notice how everything's kind of bogged down compared to what we see in the beta build. Well, I mean, not as much in the career side, but you get what I'm saying. I believe all of those systems are not functioning on the marketplace variation, so the console versions. I could be wrong on that regarding the flares, but I know like the rockets and stuff like that will not be functioning.
Once you pass this test, we are going to simulate a standard cargo retrieval and delivery operation at the pick.
But hopefully somebody that spent more time with the Blackhawk will be able to let you know.
To the retrieval site.
Because obviously we know flares can work on console because the C-160 works. So I'd be surprised if flares are in-op on the console version of the Blackbird. Blackhawk. Not Blackbird. But anyways, what I was trying to showcase in the beta, let's do this again. I noticed the people are gone again. I don't know why they keep removing them and then bringing them back after months. I'm sorry, are those bison? Okay. But see, there's the marker. What was supposed to be there in the beta, but the beta, for whatever reason, has... So, you know what? I'm trying to... Well, it can't be just a revert of Sim Update 4's... Because when the Sim first came out on PlayStation, this was a glitched certification. So I wonder if some of it's just reverting back to that. But anyways, get this down. Gotta calm down a little bit. I don't really care about the score here.
Maintain your hover and wait for the ground team
Hang on.
to detach the cargo.
Scoot it on over. Okay, calm down, please. Goodness gracious. We're fine. This is what happens when you try to rush through it here.
For debrief. You performed well and completed the hook endorsement. Only a few things to tweak throughout the flight, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's reboot all the Sims here, see if anything popped up at 12. I got a B out of it still, even though I was rushing it, so, you know, whatever. Alright, start up the PC version. But anyways, there's the hook endorsement in a flash right there. Still 51? Then yeah, so nothing new on the PlayStation Marketplace then. That answers that question. Oh, hang on. Where's the PC version at? Why is it not showing up? Hold up. There's supposed to be a PC version here as well. I don't know why it doesn't want to do anything. You know what? Whatever then. Whatever. Let's bring this back. It's gonna just do a side-by-side load, but it wants to be dumb. Alright, let's see if anything popped into the PC side here. Or if it looks exactly the same. And yep, so nothing new on anybody's platform today. So there's that. And and 51. So there we go. Cool. I didn't miss out on anything regarding a marketplace update. Perfect. Hopefully through the week we'll see some stuff. Well, maybe. Who knows? Honestly, really surprising to see the PC and Xbox side not release anything. So there we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed another stream here. Again, thanks to those of you who stopped into the sim to fly along as we kind of just had a little chat here. And of course, appreciate everybody's continued support, even with things outside of Flight Sim. Really glad you enjoyed the Dead Stick bush flight or bush pilot simulator, and of course diving into that Bo 105 helicopter over the weekend. So we will be back tomorrow. If nothing really news happening with the sim, we will probably be in Euro Truck Sim to start that journey tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.